Halloween weekend, Stratford's history will rise from the dead. First Local's Ed Rotteau says there's a frightful tour for those brave of heart in downtown Stratford.
The head was amputated, operated on and discarded. The headless torso was then weighted down with rocks and submerged in the Avon River.
The Stratford Ghost Tours are written by Bill Miller. He got the idea from a tour he took in when he visited the States. Bill is the treasurer of the Perth County Historical Foundation and thought having ghost tours in Stratford would be a great fundraising idea, with the proceeds going to Fry Fogel's Tavern.
And how did you come up with your story ideas?
Well, I first went over to the archives and asked if there were any haunted houses around in town, and she actually gave me the name of a couple of people to look up, and seemed to just one thing happened after another, word of mouth, that sort of thing, and people actually came to my front door with stories.
All the stories on the tour are based on real events and given by charming tour guides. The first, a sea captain who finds himself back in Stratford, far from the ocean, because he's tired of the open water.
Well, after 14 years of fatal accidents on the waters, I decided to take it easy. Go back to Stratford where the water's small.
Later, our cameras caught up with the other tour guide.
I am Jonathan Harker. I came to Stratford because it was the land of opportunity. Europe left nothing for me, and I needed a fresh start. The small island directly in front of us has a rather unique ambiance about it. Several people have reported feeling an otherworldly presence, as if someone was watching them. After the tour, feel free to investigate the island for yourself, but please, don't go alone.
The tour stops at various buildings in downtown Stratford and presents historical facts, along with other worldly bits and bytes.
My favorite part of the tour is meeting all the nice people. There's nothing I love more than fresh blood.
Well, I'm the kind of lad that likes to live in the past, you know, so I'm after the architectural aspects of the tour. Takes you through some nice historical areas of Stratford. I like talking about it.
Well, I guess I prefer the stories themselves. It's like the dramatic parts. But I think it's good to give an overview of the architecture history of Stratford. It all ties in with the stories, actually.
The 1-hour walking tours are October 28th to the 31st. Tours leave the tourist booth on York Street at 9 p.m. Tickets are $5 for students and $10 for adults.
Many people would find him floating in a coffin in the river. Others would be approached by the headless torso and would somehow inquire as to whether anyone knew
While
whereabouts.
researching the tour guides, First Local found out that Jonathan Harker is the same Jonathan Harker from the famous Dracula legends. Curious to find out what happened to his wife, we made the mistake of asking.
Mina, burn! But I asked you not to ask me any questions about it. This interview is over. Ah! No! If the bravest of you dare, please join us for the Stratford Ghost Tour. For First Local, I'm Jonathan Harker.